Well, I was working on plowing the driveway again, but we had some visitors stop by, and I thought it'd be polite to go say hello to our visitors and stop making so much noise. Yep. That's our yearling moose and mom over there. They like to come hang out. And so I like to give them their peace instead of making a bunch of racket that bothers them. I like having them on the property. Mom gets a little agitated if we get too close. Really, any moose does. They're pretty territorial creatures. So we give them a wide berth. I'm about, 30 yards away at this point. And they're just going about their business. Gonna take a break from plowing. So while the moose are doing their thing, I can give you a little bit of a backyard tour, just a quick overview. That corner is where our garden is. That has our raspberries and strawberries. And back there, we have our orchard. And as we turn, you can see our woods, some bird feeders, and the driveway. It's about 25 degrees this morning, so nice and warm by comparison with what it has been. I got the main drive in and out cleared already, and I've been working on this central area where we park and turn around and go into our garage. I had to put the riding mower outside for the rest of the winter so that I could make space for the sawmill that we had delivered. And over here, there's a few piles of birch and spruce that we picked up for free. The birch was on a neighbor's property. Their horses had decided to start eating all the bark and kind of killed the trees. So they decided to cut them all down and let the neighbors come and pick up whatever wood they wanted. So we went over and helped clear out their pasture. And then the spruce all came down in the woods around a local school. The borough decided to do a cleanup and cut out a bunch of dead standing stuff and buck a bunch of stuff down. They put out an advertisement, said, hey, come on over and take whatever wood you want, it's free. So we of course availed ourselves of that opportunity as well. Whenever there's free wood, you can be sure we are going to be thinking about picking it up, because we do burn a fair bit of wood in the winter. I've been limiting it primarily to days below zero this year just to conserve a little bit. It's nice to have some stockpiles over here seasoning. As you can see, I didn't get around to tarping it. Oh well. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not even bucked down to firewood length or anything. I still have to process all this stuff, but that's going to be a springtime project. Around the side of the house, I've got a couple of Holzhausen. I saw these on Wrangler Star's channel, and I thought, man, what a great way to store wood. So I bought a couple and stacked a bunch of the seasoned wood that I have. It keeps the weather off, but lets it keep drying because it's open on the sides, and then there's vents in the top. Of course, you have to clear the snow off if you want the vents to work. I haven't done that this last snowfall. But this is typically where I handle all my firewood processing. I've got my wood splitter over here. Picked up a nice little Champion unit. Works great. 27-ton capacity. It's powerful enough to do the job on any of the wood I'm going to have. I'm not splitting any hardwood, unless you count birch, and I don't really. And I'll quietly walk around the corner here. And we'll see if our visitors are still here. Yeah, there's the youngin back in there behind the greenhouse. And Mom is not far away. She's standing there behind that little spruce in the middle. We're hoping to get some good use of that greenhouse. So far all I've done is put in a gravel floor and start laying pavers. The previous owners had used it a different way. They had planted directly in the ground inside the greenhouse, which I don't prefer. So I am putting in a paver floor and some tables and containers, and that way we'll be able to work without bending over and kneeling and doing all those things that start to hurt your back when you get to be a little older. Over there is just a clearing where I think we'll probably end up putting some chickens. Haven't quite decided yet, but that's on the list. Chickens. Don't know when we'll get to that. There's a million projects, of course. Over there, where you can just see some logs in the snow, we did some clearing and are getting ready to put in a wood shed. So a place where we can store our firewood out of the weather, get it stacked for seasoning, and keep it organized, as well as have a little parking area for some of the firewood processing equipment and the lawn tractor. I don't want to keep using the garage to store the riding mower or lawn tractor. I want to have it out here where it's easier to use right away without opening the garage door and driving out and all that business. You know, it's a quiet day on the homestead when all you can hear is the moose chewing on whatever it is they're eating over there. All right, well, that about wraps it up for today, I think. I'm going to let the moose go about their business and finish up with their breakfast or lunch or whatever it is, and get back to plowing a little bit later. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.